So this is the same file. I have copied the code in the router news.js. Okay. So we'll see and understand. So first we are saving the news, and whenever we send the data, we are sending some data to the server. So we do post, because in post there are some security, and in get there is less security. So we use, whenever we are just remember this, whenever we are sending data, so we use post. Okay, so we are creating a new object, and this is the news we have to mention. This is very important. New news, and all the, so the data is coming from the front end, which we'll try to understand where this data is coming from in a minute. But we are using request.body and .name. There are also another other ways to get the data, like request.params. Now, what is the difference between body and params? I'll tell. Like, body is when in front end you fill a form, like a Google form or something else. So that is request.body. But params, request.body dot, let's say, ID. Okay. So this params is, like, sometimes there is like linkedin.com /in/ anant016. So this anant016, whenever we are taking something from the URL, then we use params. Okay. So when we have created an object, we have the data. Now we want to save that data to our this mongoose, this. So to save the data, we have this function .save provided by Mongoose. So we are not importing Mongoose here, but it is not necessary. So we are just doing new news. So we are just doing new news .save, and when it is saved, it will give me the saved news like this only. But it will give me in JSON. So we are using JSON. JSON is like this only. This part. So this type of structure is called JSON. Like you have arrays, you have other data structure. This is JSON like structure. Okay. So, or if they found any error, we will give the error. And to get all news, we are using the find function. So on this only. So here we used it here. Here we are using it news.find, and when we get the news, we will return all the news, and if we don't, we'll see like this. And this is the params thing that I was telling. So let's say we want to get only one news. So we can, so let's say we want to get only one news. So we are taking the ID like this and request.params.id, and in the find we are using find by ID, and we are passing that ID. Also, let's say you want to find by, let's say, name or any other parameter. So you use find function only and write like this. Let's say we have this headline. So let's say we want to find by exact headline. So we can write headline, and taking the data from this, like request.params.headline or request.body.headline, we'll pass that headline here. So like this, like I'll show. You can do var headline equal to request.body.headline. So this will also work. So we have seen save, find, find by ID, like this, that I was telling. So you can write department and this. So this name can be same also. That is not an issue. Okay. So since we are sending data here, we are using post. Since we are not sending any data here, we are just fetching the data. So we are using get. Okay. And let's say I want to edit something that is already there. I don't want to create another. Let's say there is a user, and I want to edit that user. I don't want to create a new user. Okay. So you can do find one and update. So here we pass that ID that we want to update, and here we set new data. So we are sending the new data, and like this. Now for delete, we are using delete. We can also use post here. Okay. And we are finding by ID, and if we get a data, we are removing that data. Okay. So, and let's say you want to delete multiple data. Here we are only removing one data at a time, but if we want to delete many, so we use delete many.